Okay, today I'm going to talk about how to prepare a brand new ink pad for use the first time. When you get it, you will notice that there are some labels on the back. Now, in this particular case, I have already removed this label right here that has the name of the color in English. I have already removed that label, and it is self-adhesive. I have placed it right here, Early Espresso. So that's the first thing I do when I get a new ink pad. And the purpose of this is to allow you to be able to know when you have several colors stacked up together, whether they're just stacked this way on your table or whether they are stacked on the Stampin Up ink storage containers, which I love, by the way, then you'll be able to see all the different colors. And with that storage unit, each one is separated on its own shelf, so you'll be able to just pull it out and place it back in when you're finished with it. But I keep mine grouped by color families. A lot of stampers prefer to keep theirs grouped by colors in the rainbow. So they might have, say, all their purples together, so this and this might be together in a grouping, and then this green, Granny Apple Green, would be grouped with all of our other greens. And then this would be with our browns and our neutrals. But since my brain thinks in color families, I keep mine in color families. Okay, so here we go. Once we've got the label right here, like I said, that's the first thing that I do. And then to open this case. Now, you want to determine which is your dominant hand. In my case, I'm right-handed, so I'm going to use my thumb of my dominant hand, and I'm going to put it on this little arc area right here. And then my other hand will go on the bottom part, and I'll just simply pull those away from each other and open it up like a clamshell and bring it all the way open to where it's flat, 180 degrees. And then there's a track right here, so this section will slide right on that track, and eventually it will kind of stop, but push it another oomph, and you may have heard that pop. You'll get a sensation of a pop and a click. So you'll know it's right in place. That way it's not going to slide on you. We've got little grooves on the side here so that you can use these ink pads either the traditional way, this way, where you're inking your stamp this way, or if I have a very large stamp, which I don't have an example of right now, but let's say that I had a very large stamp on this block, I would turn this upside down and I would ink that this way with the rubber side up on that stamp, and then I would ink it this way. And these little grooves right here allow you to have fairly decent grip of that ink pad so it doesn't go flying. So let's say you're now finished using this ink pad. You have done the stamping that you want to do and you're finished with it. So you want to orient this so that the little tray part right here faces you, and I like to take, again, the first three fingers of my dominant hand, which is my right hand. If you were left-handed, you do this the opposite direction. So dominant hand, first three fingers go right there, and the thumb of that hand goes right underneath the little tray area. So thumb goes here, fingers go just barely right in that tray, and then the index finger of my non-dominant hand is going to sit on the back of it this way. So I've got a really good grip on it, so it's not going to go flying. I'm going to push with this finger, and I'm going to pull here while pushing forward with my thumb. I know that sounds complicated, but you get it when you get the idea. What you want to do is you want to release that where it kind of went pop, and then once you've got it released, you'll be able to pull this all the way out, and then flip it around, swivel it around, and shut it. So sometimes most of the time actually, when you're working with a ink pad that's been used quite a few times. Again, let me set that up for you. We're going to push that on the track, lock it open, and then do it in reverse to close it. You pull this straight towards you and then flip it, swivel it around. If it doesn't swivel easily, don't force it, because if you force it, you can pull this entire piece separate from this entire piece. And if I'm right there in front of you, I can fix it for you, but if I'm not there, I can't fix it for you. So make sure that you've got it coming all the way straight out this way, swivel it around, and then pop it closed. Now, sometimes you get one, especially if it's a new one and it's kind of stiff, and it just wants to do that. It doesn't want to close on you. So here's a trick that I have discovered. Lay the back edge down on a firm surface, like I'm working with my glass mat right now, on a firm surface, and then push it, while pushing it down that way, push this forward. That gives an extra bit of pressure on the hinge back here that allows it to latch shut. So when it is completely closed like that, now you've got it reasonably airtight and it's not going to risk drying out prematurely. So one more time through. To open it, pop it open this way like a clamshell, all the way flat, slide it this way, and then pop it closed. And then you're going to ink up your stamp, use your stamp, do whatever you need to do your artwork, and then turn it around, tray facing you, 3 fingers in the tray, up, dominant hand, 3 fingers in the tray, opposing thumb right here on the bottom edge, and then this finger right here, and you're going to use all those fingers together to push it forward. Pull it towards yourself, get it all the way out nice and straight, swivel it, and pop it shut. Done.